Hi, Matt with etrailer. If you have a 2023 BMW X5 and you're looking for a really quick and easy way to mount your ski carrier on top of your roof, then the Inno Gravity ski carrier is going to be a great option for you. Now, the one we have today is designed to carry 3 skis or 2 snowboards. Now, there is another size available for this. It's just going to depend on how many skis you're carrying, but they're going to work the same way. So what's nice about a ski carrier is it's going to be a better option for mounting your skis as opposed to trying to put it inside your vehicle. The reason is because if you try to put it inside your vehicle, it's going to take up a lot of room. It's going to be pretty messy with all that snow and ice, and it could tear up some things because they are pretty sharp. So putting it on top of your roof is going to be the much better way to work with this. Now, the way they're going to operate is pretty okay. The one thing I don't like about them, or I'm not a big fan of, is just the size of these buttons. And they are a little bit recessed in the design, so it can make them a little bit difficult to press in. I have to use the side of my hands, especially if you have any thicker gloves, mittens on. But with them open, with these being a little bit of a smaller carrier, it is a little bit easier to reach them. So in most cases, you should be fine. You might have to step on your running board to help access them, but with them off, I can go hit the slopes. Now, if you look at the inside, you'll notice there is rubber molding. That rubber molding is going to help keep them in place to prevent them from sliding around, scratching one another up. And when I shut it, this is actually the design I do like. We do have these flanges that grab around this lever here. And what's great about that is it's helping us secure everything into place. Because at the very front of it, we have this lock core so no one can access your skis once you lock that up. But once you lock that up, no one can lift up on this lever, so they can't take your ski carrier either. I really do like that design, and the only other carrier that I can think of that has a similar design to that would be the Yakima Fat Cat Evo, but that's one that's going to be more for those skis with extra tall bindings, and it's going to be at a more premium price range. But what I do like about the clamps are they're really easy to use. All you have to do is turn them to tighten them down into place, and then once you tighten them for your crossbars, these are actually going to be a memory style clamp, so you won't ever have to adjust them. Every time you put them on here again, you'll just have to push it down, and they'll remember where they were last time. They'll be secured. And the way the bottom of the clamps is going to grab on here is just going to be with 2 rubber hooks, so they don't scratch anything on your crossbars either. And speaking of those rubber hooks, I can get a few measurements to see how far they're going to stick out. So if we go from the bottom of the crossbar to the bottom of that clamp, that's going to be a little bit over ½ an inch. So that's actually pretty low profile. So you shouldn't have any issues when you're driving on the road or with this making contact with anything. Now, if I get the overall height it adds, this is going to be a little bit of a taller one at 7½ inches. So what I recommend doing is taking the total height of your vehicle, your crossbars, and your carrier, just so you know what areas you can make it under. The spot to really think about would be a garage. And then finally, how much space they're taking up on your crossbars. Now, the ones we have today are 53-inch crossbars, and we have a ton of space up here since this is a little bit of a smaller carrier. So if you want to put any larger roof boxes up here, baskets, or even a kayak, you'll have plenty of room to do so. Now, in my opinion, I think this is a solid choice if you're looking for something that's really easy to take on and off your roof, especially if you are going skiing a lot. Now, if you're not going skiing that often and you want a similar look to this or something that's very entry level, then I'd recommend the Rhino-Rack Ski and Snowboard Carrier, because it's going to set up pretty high, but it's going to be a simple design overall. It'll still have locking features, making sure no one can take your skis. It just won't be as easy to use as this one. But again, this was just a look at the Inno Gravity Ski and Snowboard Carrier on top of our 2023 BMW X5. I'm Matt. Thanks for watching.